when you get this piece of paper, what I want you to do is, upper left-hand corner, that's where the topic goes. And the topic for the day is conspiracy.
My name is Michael Moximchalk. I've been a teacher at Dairy Area School District since the fall of 2003. This is my 14th year. I teach 8th grade American Cultures 1.
Once you get your paper in the upper left-hand corner where it says topic, please write the word conspiracy. Put your name on there. And then on the left, below that, in the box that says notes, I would like you to write the definition for conspiracy. An evil, unlawful, treacherous plan formulated in secret by 2 or more persons. Raise your hand also if you have heard the word conspiracy before. Raise your hand if you've ever heard of any conspiracy theories before. Or both hands, as Amelia has done so well. Okay, in the left-hand side on your paper where it says questions, main ideas, you wrote under notes, you wrote on there what the definition of a conspiracy is, right, Jada? All right, Jada, good job. Then I want you under the main ideas part, make a list, if you can, of 3 or 4 conspiracies that you've heard of. Just a list, 3 or 4. We got it? I'm going to give you a minute and a half. Ready to go.
Mr. Moximchalk gives a Collins Type 1 to activate prior knowledge before he dives into the subject. This gives the new learning something to stick to in the students' minds and also gives the teacher an idea of what the students already know or think they know about the subject.
All right, do me a favor. With the people sitting beside you, share what you got on your list. If you didn't have any, see if the people around you got one. All right, let's go back. All right, some people share, please, with what you have or can describe. I'm not going to go into great detail just yet with all of these. I have a list that I got online of the top 10. I took 2 of them off to make 8. A list of the 8 that people believe or talk about the most. Amelia, give me one.
Is Hitler really dead?
Okay, that was one. That's not on our list. That wasn't on one of them. That was about number 15 or 16, I believe. Kylie.
The Men in Black.
The Men in Black. What are the Men in Black, Kylie?
There's a conspiracy that there are real men in black, and when someone knows too much about aliens, they visit them and threaten them.
Like black suits.
They
Gotcha.
They make them get rid of all their evidence to aliens' life.
I understand. Ian.
Play 93.
Okay. Yes.
So a guided lecture, different from a class lecture, would be this. When people hear the word lecture, they think it's a teacher talking, standing in the front of the class, maybe moving from side to side for 35 to 41 minutes, which is our class time. A guided lecture is where the students are interacting with their notes and you're chunking the material for them and going about 7 to 10 minutes is a target that we try to hit. So there may be a topic that you're going over. In the videos that I have done, it is on events of the American Revolution or it is on presidents' biographies. And you have them go through it and then they go back to their notes. They either do a turn and talk. You have them annotating their notes. They're discussing something that they're doing, but the students are doing the work and working with their notes. We know that students lose their focus after about 7 minutes, so this gives them a way to hit the social lens where they can turn and talk with each other, and that is a difference between guided, because you have it chunked in 7 to 10 minutes, compared to a full classic lecture of someone might think of a college where a professor standing at a podium and talks with very little interaction between the teacher and the student or student to student for what would take 35 to 40 minutes.
For some of them, I'm going to put a year or a decade. For some of them, I'll put a specific date. Hunter, you said the next one, and Ian, you did too. 9/11, this is September 11th, 2001. Maybe. All right, so here's what I want you to do. In the left-hand side, you got a list of 8 now, right? In the left-hand side, what I want you to do is make a list, doesn't have to be full sentences, a list, of, take this list of 8 and tell me 3 things that these 8 have in common. Okay? Give me a list of 3 things that those 8 have in common. Take 2 minutes by yourself quietly. Go. On the left-hand side, yes.
Mr. Moximchalk is using the 7-to-3 ratio for this guided lecture. He's been teaching and discussing new concepts for 7 minutes. Now he's taking 3 minutes to let his students do something meaningful with their notes. This 3 minutes is crucial to long-term retention of information. Teachers cannot be on the stage for 40 minutes while students sit idle and expect the content to stick. The students need to engage with the content.
All right, do me a favor. Share with the people beside you, please. Share your list of 3.
Guided lecture helps because as you walk around and listen to the students when they talk, it could be a small little, you may be discussing something about the Boston Tea Party, for instance, for 7 to 10 minutes, or looking at a picture of the Boston Massacre and saying, how is this an example of propaganda? And then you move around the room and you hear what the kids are picking up on. So it's a small formative assessment that you don't have to check. You don't have to take anything home. There's no extra work for the teacher. It's you circulating around the classroom. The work for you is done before, and it takes you off the stage and puts more of the onus on the students to make sure what they are doing during class has a direct relationship to their learning, and then there's no place for them to run and hide. They just can't sit there and be writing notes and not paying attention, daydreaming about something else because they have to interact with one of their peers on the topic that was just covered.
Could be, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly where we're headed with this. All right, ready? Shh. Yeah. All right, here we go. Shh. Back up here, please. Thank you. Tell me one of the things that you think these, give me one of your things you had. Ian?
They're all government related.
Yeah, with the exception of this one. I mean, obviously here, here, because they say a lot of high-ranking people. Also here, and here, very good. So 7 out of the 8. Brandon? Yeah, obviously they're all famous conspiracies. Amelia?
They all deal with people with power keeping secrets.
Okay, very good. Hunter?
They were never founded to be true. They were.
Okay. Ian?
They were all after 1960.
They were all after 1963 is the oldest one up here on our list, right? Good job.
They all have very similar dates, so, like, that seems a little suspicious.
Josh, what did you say? They're all what? And it sort of goes what Ian said.
They all had similar dates.
Okay, and what did you say?
I said they're all after 1960.
So we're all talking in the last 54 years.
Yes.
Janie?
That's kind of when things started to be like televised and stuff.
Okay, good. Let's roll with that. Let's roll with what you guys had there. We're going to make in your notes side, we're going to make a T-chart. 4 lines. You need 4 lines. 4 lines. Ready? Ready? 4 lines, Josh. Here we go. Here's what I'm looking for. On the left-hand side, on your notes side, put 2017, and then put 1962. We'll go with the year before. Our first one on there was 63. Let's go with 1962. Okay? Now, on that side, we're not doing that. On the left-hand side, because you're alive in 2017, give me one way. I'm looking for a list of 4, but give me one way you think people get their news, like the most popular ways. Janie? Internet. Very good. I agree. So this is like websites. You can go to CNN, you can go to Google has alerts you can sign up for, Fox News, so on and so forth. You're familiar. Faith. TV. Very good. I would agree with that. That's how predominantly, the first 2 are predominantly how I get mine.
Other people.
Gossip. Also agree. Looking for one more. Megan. Newspapers have come down a lot. They don't print as many. That was good. That's actually going to go over here. This was much more popular back then. Hunter, you got it.
Notifications, like the phone notifications we get.
From what type of apps or sites?
My phone just tells me.
Hold on. From what type of apps or sites? Like you can get them set up from WTA. You can. But I'm saying...
I just get it from the news app.
Okay, that's one way, but give me some of the other apps. Social media. Right. You only have 3 stations. Today you can have... Exactly. You have Amazon. You have all these different outlets. Plus you have here. But what they interpret on each station is going to be different. So here's my question. We're going to write this 2 words down. Ready? Write these 2 words down. 10 characters. Hold on, Josh. 10 characters. Under your notes site, please. Write that down. How does technology and fake news help spread conspiracy theories? There you go, right there. One more minute, finish up. All right, guys, do me a favor, share with the people beside you. I want you to read exactly what you have. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
One side of it's like,
Back up here. Up here. How many, one sec, Josh. How many people think that this has helped, that technology and fake news has helped spread conspiracy theories? How many of you believe in conspiracy theories? Do you notice that they really took off, as you guys pointed on, when we have more technology and more TV stations?
There's a misperception out there that PLN is anti-teacher lecture. They're not. They're simply anti any strategy that leaves students disengaged and unaccountable for their learning. Mr. Moximchalk has shown exactly how teachers can guide a lecture and work in the 4 lenses. When lecture is needed, this is how it should be done.